Hello and welcome back to a commentary channel. Now, if you have never been to this channel before, I upload content. Sometimes it's about my life, and sometimes it might be educational material or something that may be of interest. Now, this video is going to be quite long, so go get yourself a cup of coffee and sit down while I tell you quite a few things. It's going to be, as I said, quite long. It's going to be about more inventions that never made it, and we're also going to look at conspiracies and things around it. So bear with me and let's begin. So I've already uploaded or uploading some inventions that could have changed the world. Let's continue along that theme. The water-powered car. The inventor was Stanley Meyer. What it did, it used water as fuel through electrolysis, separating hydrogen to power the engine. The country was the United States. The year 1980s. Why it failed. Meyer died under mysterious circumstances, reportedly after meeting with investors. Many speculate oil companies suppressed the technology, fearing a loss of global dominance in the energy sector. The EV1 electric car. Inventor, General Motors, GM. What it did. One of the first modern electric cars with zero emissions. The country, United States. The year 1996 to 1999. Why it failed. GM recalled and destroyed nearly all EV1s, claiming low demand. However, many suspect pressure from oil companies played a role in its demise, as widespread adoption of electric cars threatened fossil fuel dominance. The Ogle carburetor. The inventor, Tom Ogle. What it did, it allowed cars to achieve 100 plus miles per gallon by optimizing fuel efficiency. The country, United States. The year, 1977. Why it failed. Ogle faced intense scrutiny and alleged threats. He died young, under suspicious circumstances, and his invention disappeared. Many blame oil companies for its suppression. Cold fusion technology. Inventor, Martin Fleischmann and Stanley Pons. What it did, it promised unlimited, clean energy by replicating nuclear reactions at room temperature. Country, United States. The year, 1989. Why it failed. Initial results were discredited, possibly due to academic and corporate opposition, as it threatened the nuclear and fossil fuel industries. The Segway human transporter. Inventor, Dean Kamen. What it did. Marketed as a revolution in urban transport, it was eco-friendly and efficient. Country, United States. The year, 2001. Why it failed. Poor marketing and high costs were blamed, but some suspect lobbying by automotive and oil industries played a role in its limited adoption. The clover leaf silencer. Inventor Henry T. Sampson. What it did: it reduced vehicle noise pollution while improving fuel efficiency. Country: United States. The year: 1968. Why it failed: despite patents, the automotive industry ignored it, likely to maintain profit margins on existing technology. Solar-powered vehicles, early prototypes. The inventor: there were various innovators. What it did: used solar panels to power cars, eliminating reliance on fossil fuels. The country: multiple countries. The year: 1970s onward. Why it failed: solar technology was underfunded and oil companies lobbied against its development. The superconducting magnetic energy storage, SMES. Inventor: various scientists. What it did: it stored energy in magnetic fields with zero energy loss. Country: of course, United States. The year: 1970s onward. Why it failed: high costs and limited adoption due to reliance on fossil fuel-based grid systems. Now let's have a look at the conspiracy fossil fuels stranglehold. The global economy heavily depends on fossil fuels, and those who control these resources wield immense power. Inventions like the water-powered car, the Wardenclyffe Tower, and cold fusion threaten this dominance, as they could decentralize energy and drastically reduce costs. Suppressing such advancements ensures continued reliance on oil, coal, and gas, preserving profits for a few at the expense of the planet and innovation. Conspiracy theorists frequently name families like the Rothschilds and Rockefellers, who have fought to control global banking, energy, and political system. These elites allegedly use their influence to suppress technologies that could decentralize power and wealth. Secretive organizations such as the Bilderberg Group and World Economic Forum are rumored to serve as platforms where these decisions are orchestrated. The overarching claim is that a shift away from fossil fuels would undermine trillions of dollars invested in oil and coal, destabilizing the global financial system these entities dominate. Critics argue that technological progress is stifled not because of feasibility, but because it threatens the control and profits of the few. So let's have a look at more forgotten inventions. The cloud buster, weather modification device. Inventor Wilhelm Reich. What it did: it claimed to manipulate weather by harnessing orgone energy, Reich's term for a universal life force. The country: you guessed it, United States. The year: 1950s. Why it failed: Reich was discredited arrested and his research destroyed. Conspiracy. It is rumoured that government agencies concerned about the implications of weather control being accessible to the public silenced Reich. Some believe entities like the CIA saw weather manipulation as a weapon, keeping it in a secretive military projects. The Perendef magnetic motor, PERENDEF. Inventor Mike Brady. What it did: a claimed perpetual motion machine using magnetic forces to generate free energy. Country: Switzerland. The year 2000. Why it failed: the motor never reached commercialization and Brady fled legal trouble. Conspiracy. Critics argue that powerful energy companies suppressed the motor as perpetual energy would dismantle the global reliance on oil and electricity. Tucker 48. The Tucker torpedo car. The inventor was Preston Tucker. What it did: a revolutionary car with advanced safety features like a pop-out windshield and a central headlight. Country: United States. The year 1948. Why it failed: Tucker faced government scrutiny and financial ruin, forcing the company to close. Conspiracy. The big three automakers, Ford, General Motors, and Chrysler, allegedly conspired to eliminate competition by pressurizing regulators and blocking Tucker's access to materials. The Rife machine, a cancer treatment device. The inventor, Royal Raymond Rife. What it did: claimed to destroy cancer cells using electromagnetic frequencies. The country: United States. The year 1930s. Why it failed: Rife was marginalized and his equipment was seized. The conspiracy. Pharmaceutical companies, fearing the loss of profits from traditional cancer treatments, allegedly worked to discredit Rife's research. Families like the Rockefellers, who invested heavily in pharmaceutical ventures, are often implicated. The Searle effects generator, an anti-gravity energy. The inventor, John Searle. What it did: claimed to generate free energy and anti-gravity propulsion using rotating magnetic fields. Country: United Kingdom. The year 1940s to 50s. Why it failed: Searle faced legal troubles and his work remained underfunded. Conspiracy. Aerospace and defense industries allegedly suppressed this technology, fearing its potential to destabilize existing transportation and energy systems. Let's go into more detail into the conspiracy theories. Let's pause for a minute. Okay, the Rothschilds' banking empire. The Rothschild family, a frequent subject of conspiracy theories, is said to have used their wealth and influence over central banks worldwide to suppress technologies that threaten fossil fuel industries. As financiers of industrial revolutions and global conflicts, they allegedly maintain control over energy markets through manipulation of policy and resource allocation. Rockefeller oil dominance. The Rockefeller family, pioneers of the oil industry through Standard Oil, are often cited as key players in the suppression of alternative energy. Their influence extended into politics, media, and education, allowing them to shape narratives against renewable energy technologies that could jeopardize their oil empire. The Bilderberg Group. This annual meeting of the world's elite is accused of acting as a shadow government, discussing policies to suppress inventions that could disrupt the global economy. Critics argue that alternative energy, health technologies, and innovations are deemed too risky for the financial stability of these elites. The military-industrial complex. Theorists believe governments and defense contractors suppress inventions to monopolize their use in military applications. Technologies like weather modification and anti-gravity propulsions are alleged to be classified as state secrets to maintain military superiority. Pharmaceutical giants. Big Pharma, often linked to influential families like the Rockefellers, is accused of blocking medical breakthroughs such as the Rife machine to protect the profitability of drugs and traditional treatments. The healthcare industry reliance on recurring revenue is seen incompatible with cures. Now, the individuals frequently implicated. Number 1, Nathan Mayer Rothschild. Number 2, John D. Rockefeller. Number 3, David Rockefeller. Number 4, Henry Kissinger. Number 5, Elon Musk. Now, let's go into some more detail about some inventions. The water-powered car and big oil, the Rothschilds and the Rockefellers. The backstory: the water-powered car, Stanley Meyer's device, has long been a focus of conspiracy theories. It's alleged that the big oil companies, heavily controlled by the Rockefeller family, saw it as a direct threat to their profits. And Meyer died under mysterious circumstances, which they thought was foul play. I just want to go back to Tesla's wireless energy and global elites. Tesla's Wardenclyffe Tower was designed to transmit free wireless energy. J.P. Morgan, a powerful banker with ties to the Rothschilds, initially funded Tesla's work, but later withdrew support. Conspiracies, profit loss. Morgan reportedly said, "Where do we put the meter?" highlighting the elite's fear of losing control over energy markets. Sabotage. After funding was cut, Tesla's tower was demolished and his remaining notes were confiscated by the US government, by Trump's uncle. People, wake up. The Bilderberg involvement. The theory suggests that global elites who profit from centralized power systems suppress Tesla's vision to maintain control. So, governments and elites are accused of creating barriers like patent rejections, liquidation, and lack of funding to stifle innovation. These tools ensure that inventors without powerful backers cannot scale their ideas. Now, I'm going to come back to you, and I'm going to do a part 2. I'm starting to lose my voice. So, what do you think? Why do you think inventions that could have changed the world are being suppressed? And please watch the first video that I've uploaded. We all know the conspiracy theories here. We all know that if something goes against the rich who've got invested in oil and fossil fuels, or pharmaceutical companies who aren't interested in cures. They're not interested in getting us well. They're interested in chronic sickness. So any drug that comes along and cures us, there's no money in it for pharmaceutical companies. That's why the last antibiotic was invented in the 1990s, because antibiotics cure bacterial infections. There's no money in getting well. And now we have pathogens that have got used to antibiotics. We are living in dangerous times. These pathogens that have mutated and cannot be affected by the antibiotics that we have. We should be investing money into new antibiotics. But pharmaceutical companies, there's no cure for diabetes. Instead, they just give you insulin just to control your diabetes. I have GORD. They give me Somac. It's not a cure. It just keeps my symptoms at bay. I have COPD, chronic obstructive pulmonary disease. I'm on puffers. There's no cure for asthma, no cure for cancer, no cure for dementia. And there probably is, there probably are inventions, but the pharmaceutical companies don't want, where are well people is not profitable. Sick people are profitable. Coal, fossil fuel is profitable. Let's get real, folks. You're not stupid. I'm not stupid. We know. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment. What invention did you think could have or should have been allowed, and why? Be kind to one another. Love as best as you can. Never judge, because you don't know where that other person's been. You don't know their story. You don't know my story. I don't know your story. Loving blessings. All the best. Have a wonderful weekend. Bye from Jem.